For the first time since 2001, the Hillsdale Falcons find themselves in a district championship game. Can history be made here at the Berkey tonight? Well, there's a Heartland Christian squad in their second consecutive district final trying to say something about that. It's the Division 7 Smithville District Final, and it's coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, with Pregame coming your way next. Buzzer beaters, underdogs, and upsets. We capture every unforgettable moment on the OH Report.
At AVETA Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at AVETA Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At AVETA Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if AVETA can help administer your plan of custom care.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
You're watching high school tournament basketball 100% live and free. Thanks to all of our generous sponsors. Please support those who support your local athletes.
Supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
We welcome you inside the Bendon Publishing pregame show for this, the Division 7 Smithville District Championship game between number 3 Hillsdale and number 4 Heartland Christian. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi alongside Jonathan Langdon. And Jonathan, history could be made here tonight for the Hillsdale Falcons.
Yes, and the Falcons seem to be ready for it. Falcon Nation has shown up. Big crowd on hand. They're across the way from us. Wanted to make sure we got on the other side, make sure we can show the Falcon faithful tonight, ready to cheer on the Falcons to their first district championship in quite some time, Travis.
But in their way tonight, a team that's making a second consecutive district championship appearance, the Heartland Christian School Lions. They're the 2025 OVAC Single A champions. Another OH Report member actually played in that exact division, yours truly, for Bishop Donahue back in the day. We had a couple OVAC Single A championships ourselves, but Heartland Christian won it this year. They're averaging just under 70 points per game, but giving up 56, so this is a team that can light it up.
Yeah, and they just took down a solid Fairport Harding team that was on a 10-game win streak. They actually came back from down 9 points against Fairport Harding, so they were able to have a come-from-behind victory and could find themselves in similar position. Falcons need to be careful if they do get a big lead to not give it up to this Heartland Christian team.
One of the players that did show out in that game, the leading scorer in that game as well, that is Isaiah Matthews, 26 points, 9 rebounds, 6 threes for them in their win. If you talk about clutch, you got to talk about him.
Yeah, watch out for number 0 in black here today for Heartland Christian. That's going to be the main scorer tonight. But of course, with a high-scoring offense like this, they're going to have some more options, so can't just focus in on Matthews. There are going to be some solid matchups throughout the board here in the starting 5 that you're going to want to keep an eye out for.
Now, let's talk about the team trying to make history. That is the Hillsdale Falcons. It was 2001 when they made their last district finals appearance. I was in the 7th grade. Were you even alive yet, sir?
No.
They won the district semifinal, but then lost in a regional semi to a certain St. Vincent St. Mary squad led by one LeBron James.
Oh, I actually was alive. I missed the year.
2001. But the bigger thing about that whole thing was their last time they played, they lost to LeBron in the regional semifinal. They're scoring 64 points per game and giving up 52 and shooting very balanced for this squad.
Yes, they are. And this Falcons offense, it runs through their small guard, Lowen Ferguson, the freshman, but also you've got Brady Critchbaum, who plays very solid down low. That's the key to a great team. If you have a good guard that can pass it to a good big fella, and that's exactly what Hillsdale has. And then their wings, second to none, especially in the WCAL. That's always tough, but as a team, as a whole, I think I like Hillsdale's chances here to take down Heartland Christian and make some even more noise later on.
And our player to watch tonight, we know Critchbaum, but what about the freshman sensation that is Lowen Ferguson? 11.5 points, 4.5 assists, 4 rebounds, the team leader in assists, and he's just been getting better as the year's gone on.
And I was chatting with one of my good friends a couple days ago about this kid and just the fact that he played nearly 100 games during the summer to get ready for this year, and it worked out perfectly for him because in his first game against Loudonville in the open of the season, he had 18 points, 13 assists, and 6 threes. That is unreal, especially for a freshman at his size. The impact he has had on this team has been tremendous, and it's going to continue here tonight.
And we'll get the keys in a moment. We had a conversation with head coach Ben Ferguson, but because of internet issues, we didn't get to it yet. We'll show that at halftime. But right now, Hillsdale will get the first possession of the game. Ferguson tries getting it inside to Critchbaum. He turns it over. And Heartland will give it right back as we are off and running here. Ferguson tried that dish inside, a good deflection, but then Heartland trying with the home run ball, just too strong and out of bounds, and Hillsdale will get it back.
Scouting report on Ferguson is going to be he is going to pass it wherever there's a lane, so don't let anything open up when he is on the basketball.
Cale Lewis with it, gets it inside, layup good. Hayden McFadden, beautiful press breaker there, got the dish from Cale Lewis. It's 2-0.
That's a solid start, goes across the court, able to get it just past the outstretched arm of Heartland Christian. Here's another turnover.
Troy Bennett, right side, extra pass to Bennett, another pass to Critchbaum. It's 4-0. Sharing the wealth early on, and the Falcons are out to a 4-0 lead.
Look at this high pressure right now from Hillsdale.
Gets it right side. Clayer hits the three, didn't get enough. That's on the outside. He hits it, and it's 4-3.
Hey, he'll take that, able to get an open look from the right wing and whenever you do get a look like that, you want to knock it down to get your night started. So good job there.
Critchbaum couldn't get the first one to fall, didn't get the rebound as well, and back comes Heartland. Callagher gets it inside, extra pass, up and under, layup, no. Rebound fought for on the ground, and Ferguson comes out with it, gets it right side to Cale Lewis. Lewis tries driving, gets it to Critchbaum, lays it up and in.
It's already 4 points for Critchbaum and 2 dimes as well for Cale Lewis. Good ball movement from the wings.
Back comes Ciuda. Now to Meyer. Into the corner. Corbin airballed it, and it's rebounded out to Troy Bennett. 2
Lewis
minutes
is
gone
wide
by.
open. There he is.
Asking you shall receive, Mr. Langdon. Cale Lewis's first points. 8-3, 2 minutes gone by.
And the biggest thing is all of those points have been assisted, so really good job here by Hillsdale moving the basketball and finding open looks.
And that one lost out of bounds. Another turnover as we take a look at the nice passing on the other end. Hillsdale getting spacing here early on.
Yeah, exactly right. That first turnover may have rattled them a little bit, but they have responded well. Ferguson kind of threw it into a crowd, but now the rest of the Falcons stepping up in the playmaking aspect and doing a really good job here, taking them to this 8-3 lead.
Skip pass corner. Bennett for 3. In and out. And the rebound taken. Callagher. Through the legs. Backs it up. Gets it right side to Isaiah Matthews. Matthews passes. It gets through everybody, but into the hands of his teammate in Meyer. Deep 3 off the back iron. No. And there's Ferguson. Shortest player on the court, but he will get the rebound ahead to Cale Lewis. Layup good. Hillsdale out and running timeout. Heartland Christian.
Cale Lewis, the beneficiary here early, along with Critchbaum. They both have 4 points and 10 points here, 5 assists. Gotta love the love that's being spread by the Falcons. And it all starts with the wings here in this early stretch. You had Bennett hauling a rebound, hauling an assist, and then you've got Lewis with 4 points, 2 assists already, and then also McFadden getting into the action. He's got 2 points and a dime.
I mean, could you have asked for a better start for Hillsdale? It doesn't seem like the jitters of a district final, the first time they've ever experienced this, is getting to them. They're playing the basketball they've played all season.
Yeah, exactly right. And setting and time does not matter to them. They're just playing same old basketball that they have all season long.
And they've played on this court a few times. You'll talk to Coach about it at the half when we mentioned that, but they played Smithville twice on this court, nearly beat them, and that's just an unforced error.
It's already 4 turnovers here for Heartland Christian early in this game. They have been startled to start this ball game with just 3 minutes gone.
In to Ferguson. As we approach the midway point of this opening quarter, 10-3 Falcons. McFadden backs it out. Now he'll try to take it inside. Extra pass. Sometimes giving it up, being selfless, doesn't pay off. But Critchbaum helps him out with the rebound on the other end. I like how Hillsdale's spreading the love as Coach Ferguson's going to get a timeout here. It's an AMVETS post-1969 timeout. They're watching it back there in Hayesville. But you're also seeing they might be sharing the wealth a little bit too much. That extra pass, might have wanted to see him put it in the hoop himself after you've seen everything else. But, hey, selfless basketball, they'll learn from that as they move on.
That's something I saw in the game against St. John earlier this week. That it just felt like they would get inside, and before a shot got up in the paint, sometimes they'd pass it 2, maybe even 3 times. And just like playing hot potato with the basketball underneath the basket, and you're just like, oh, no, you take it, you take it, you take it. We saw it there earlier on in this game. Happened a lot in that St. John game. So I love that this team loves to pass the basketball, but got to figure out, especially moving forward, if you're able to win here and go up against some really solid teams,
they would.
Going to have to be a little bit more selfish.
They would, if they were to win, take on the state's all-time leading scorer at Cornerstone Christian. But let's get through this game first.
Yeah, exactly. 10-3, still really early in this one, and we know that this team, Heartland Christian, knows how to come back in games.
Absolutely. In the Critchbaum. Critchbaum lays it up. No, round the rim. Rebounded back out to Ciuta. Over to Callagher. That's off the mark, no. And then we're going to get a foul underneath, the first of the game. A push, as you see, went right into the back of Critchbaum. It wasn't much, but it will be called. That's the first foul against Heartland Christian. A problem we've had here in the tournament, the actual rosters come out on the programs. Some are wrong. So we'll get at the half. I'll head down to the scores table and get you some actual numbers. McFadden with the floater. Hayden floating like he was going up for a touchdown catch on their state championship-bound team. Gets it to go. It's 12-3.
It's a really good thing about McFadden is how high of a flyer he is. He usually gets a dunk a game and able to just get over the defense with ease.
Much needed bucket. As Callagher hits his second three, he's got all 6. It's 12-6. Lewis into the lane, off the glass, a little bit off the mark. Critchbaum with 3 defenders, no. Gets it again, no. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound. So 2 offensive rebounds by Critchbaum. And then on the third attempt, he's fouled and will go up. Callagher called for his first foul.
So a good chance here for Critchbaum to get himself going at the line.
In and out on the first.
Yeah, he's already got 4 points, and he's also got 4 rebounds after that whole sequence inside. That's another issue for Heartland Christian because they have not seen something like Brady Critchbaum so far this year.
Not many teams outside of the WCAL have. And to mention the WCAL, we'll look at their standings in a bit, but they still have, their top 4 teams are still in the tournament, or were going into yesterday's start of the finals. Taking the hold, nearly got it to fall, but free throws upcoming for Ciuta.
So that's a good take, going right up on Critchbaum, getting a foul off of him. That's the first of the game from anyone for Hillsdale.
First free throw short.
Definitely would have wanted to see that shot fall there, but outside of that, and the score right now, considering where it was before, you'll take it. 13-6. It's still early. Heartland Christian, a lot of ball game left.
Makes the second, 1 of 2. 13-7, under 3 to play in this opening quarter. Ferguson in the Critchbaum on the elbow. Back to Ferguson, mid-range jumper, a little bit off. But Critchbaum is there, floats it, no. Bobbled around, and finally, that's going to stay, actually. I thought for a second Heartland Christian was going to come out with it, but just off the right hand of Callagher and out of bounds, and Hillsdale will keep possession.
Critchbaum's fighting for every single rebound in there. He already has 5, and I have, as a team, Heartland down for 3.
Lewis floats it off the glass and in.
I love watching the progression of Cale Lewis, especially game to game here this year. He's been a good shooter for them, but now he's starting to get to the cup, use the glass well, and it's really helping the Hillsdale Falcons.
Nice answer underneath, though, to get it right back. Back. To a 15-9 score, and then a travel.
That'll be Hillsdale's 3rd turnover to the 4 for the Lions.
I forgot to put in the free throws made for both sides. At first I thought, why does it say 14-8? It's actually 15-9. So, yeah. Jonathan, you got to think momentum was Hillsdale early on with the 2 timeouts, before the 2 timeouts, but then after that, Heartland Christian's kind of settled in now.
Yeah, it's kind of stagnated since that point. They're not getting any closer, but they're not getting any further away. However, there.
Cale Lewis on the Brock Rader team. Replay.
It was 10-3. It's now 15-9. So you've gotten a point closer, but it doesn't feel like much.
Inside, floater will fall. Knocks Lewis into the game. He gets his first points. 17-9, nearly stolen away. Drives along the baseline, spins, rejected by Critchbaum, but an offensive board put back in.
Yeah, good job rising in there. Conaway is going to get his first 2 points of the game.
17-11. Critchbaum again on the elbow, looking for a screen, double team, gets it back out to Ferguson, left side. Kale for three off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Troy Bennett. He'll back it out.
Plenty of time here. 1:10 to go. Facing some pressure on the full court.
Back out. Three for Bennett. Got it! That whole sequence had Hillsdale fans on their feet. It's a 9-point game under a minute to go.
Put that on your freshman highlight reel, sir. Ferguson drops a defender.
Ciudia hits his first field goal, makes it a 7-point game, but yeah, that whole sequence might make one shining moment. We'll find that out.
Just maybe.
Left hand too strong, rebound out to Heartland. They have a chance to get this back to within 2 possessions. Callagher spins, extra pass, layup, counted and one. Beautiful movement inside.
Yeah, good job there, getting open. Unfortunately, we don't have the name for that number, but 4 points for him and a chance to make it a 3-point play. That foul's going to go on Cale Lewis. That's the team's second.
His first. So just like that, it is back to a 2-possession game. And in any type of championship atmosphere, if you can answer a run with a run, you're feeling pretty good about yourselves. As he misses the front end, but it's nearly thrown away, and it is. Right side. Into the lane, deflected, stays with Heartland Christian. Corner three, no. Long rebound out, 6 seconds. Bennett gets it to Ferguson, closely bumped, no call. Bennett for three at the buzzer, just off the back iron, and that'll do it for the first quarter. But the Falcons put up 20 in the opening stanza. They lead Heartland Christian 20-15 in this, the Division 7 District Championship.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
(20-15) Hillsdale leads Heartland Christian in the Division 7 District Championship. And you take a look at the Wayne County Athletic League standings going into the District Championship round. The top 4 teams still alive. That's how good this conference is, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's been stacked, and we're here at Smithville High School. It's one of the teams in the WCAL, and Smithville was able to handle Hillsdale both times in the regular season, and they just won triple overtime thriller earlier today.
So congratulations to them. The girls also in the regional playing to go to the Final Four. Nearly stolen, but back into the hands of Heartland. Extra pass, ball fake on the three. He will take it. Off the backboard, no. Cale Lewis gets the board. Ball fought for on the ground. Picked up by Bennett, and he tried knocking it off of Heartland, but it goes right into the hands. Oh, and a travel is going to be called. It went to Critchbaum. Then ahead to McFadden.
Got too excited. Knew he wanted to throw it down. He ended up missing. Still too many steps.
The Heartland fans giving him a little bit of jaw for that. Trying with the showboating, didn't get it, but back come Heartland Christian. Fun atmosphere here. Corner three, short, offensive board. Brady Critchbaum blocks it, and back come the Falcons. It's a 3-on-2. Bennett all the way into the lane, floats it up and in.
Solid start for Hillsdale. You were supposed to have points there from McFadden. Just unfortunate he forgot to dribble the basketball, but yeah, that's 2 good looks in a row. You got the first 2 points of the quarter.
And a double dribble gives it right back up. So despite the little flunder, whatever you want to call it, Hillsdale able to regroup, and they get the ball back right where it would have been.
But don't be fooled, folks. This is still a close game.
Absolutely.
22-15.
Deep three, Ferguson. Off the front of the rim, no. Rebound to Callagher. Yes, this is a team, like we said, they came back from down 9 late to win their semifinal, so they can play. Skip pass into Meyer. Right back out to Conaway. Conaway, extra pass. The passing from both teams have been great here early on.
Yes, I thought that was really nice how they were able to go from the right wing, dribble right inside, force Critchbaum to come out and contest, and then they snuck someone from the backside and able to get an easy layup.
And that'll be a bump foul. So we take a look at that nice pass. And this is something halftime adjustments need to be made for both teams because these backdoor cuts, these extra passes have led to open shots on each side.
Yeah, I think one of the things is going to be Critchbaum, you just got to keep an eye out behind you because if that's going to be what Heartland Christian tries to do and sneak people behind and kind of the opposite side of the court block. Got to keep an eye on that as a defender at the bottom of that defense for Hillsdale.
McFadden blocked along the baseline. Actually, bit tripped up. That's Brody Conaway's first foul.
Both teams just with, Heartland Christian now with 3 fouls and then 2 fouls for Hillsdale on the game.
Inbounds to Cale Lewis, back out to McFadden. Extra pass, Ferguson for 3, in and out, and rebounded to Heartland. Couple of his shots just rimmed around and out. Unlucky here so far early on. Along the baseline, up, off the glass, and in over Critchbaum.
It's now 6 points for number 1. And that has up to a 1-possession game for the first time since really the beginning of this one.
Ferguson spins, gets it to Cale. Cale stripped. And into the hands of one. One gets it bumped back out. And Heartland will maintain possession. Conaway, he loses it off the foot and turns it back over. Ahead to McFadden. 2-on-1, lays it up and in.
Good job by Ferguson to find the running McFadden. Open opportunity in the fast break. That's where Hillsdale scores so many of their points this year.
Hectic second quarter so far, and another turnover. Here comes McFadden. McFadden up, lays it blocked, but fouled, and he will get shots. And that time he made sure he was getting his steps without walking. It'll be the second foul against number 1.
McFadden's had a solid game here with 6 points and make it 7 after that. But he's doing a good job playing sort of at the top of this defense we see from Hillsdale. He's been able to leak out, get some transition opportunities. Don't expect that to change here in the second half of the second quarter. They want to get him out on the break.
Now, this may be the first district championship appearance for Hillsdale since 2001, but remember, most of these players played football and went to a state championship game as another unforced error on Heartland Christian. But for Hillsdale, it may be a different sport, but they know these big opportunities.
Yeah, that makes it 9 turnovers now for Heartland Christian. They're really starting to spill the basketball and take away those turnovers. This is a much closer game, Travis.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we have to keep this saying this. There's still 5 minutes left in the second quarter. An easy run. I've seen teams go on runs. Critchbaum in the lane, spins, floats it off the fingers and in. Brady's got 7, 28-19. I saw a couple nights ago the Northmore-Cardington game. Northmore had a 10-point lead with a minute and a half left. Cardington got it back down to 2, just like that.
Right now, with Heartland Christian turning the ball over, it's leading to Ferguson being a little bit more aggressive, trying to reach in on some defenders, and it's working right now.
And it's another rebound for Critchbaum. There's that floater for Ferguson. No. Critchbaum rebound. He's fouled, putting it back up. He'll go to the line. And the height, just Critchbaum towering over everybody right now.
You got a player down for Heartland Christian.
Number 1. Hopefully nothing serious here. Take a look at all the Hillsdale fans that made the short trip here tonight. I mean, this Hillsdale community always out for its teams, and they have a reason to now.
They have a reason to also because it was such a close district final, so it's fortunate for
Absolutely.
them. They're in the Northeast District, but they're kind of right on that border of being with all of the Northwest schools. Critchbaum misses that first free throw, but
It's his second miss today. He's 1 for 3.
gotta like when the divisions were decided and the final site for this district was decided, and Hillsdale, they all kind of perked up a little bit because they knew they weren't going to have to drive too far.
Makes the second. In Hillsdale, up by 10. Inside, it's back down to 8. Beautiful ball movement again. Once they're able to stay composed, it's very good offense for Heartland Christian. And a turnover. But they give it right back. Out to McFadden. One-on-one. Spins off the glass. No. Offensive rebound, though. Holland Young into the game. Deflects out of bounds. It'll stay. We'll take a look at that whole sequence.
Yeah, that's the first time we've said Holland Young's name. He gets into the game, makes an immediate impact, and now he's going back to the bench.
3:34 left in the half. 29-21 Hillsdale. Kale. Backdoor to McFadden from the free throw line. Got it. McFadden in the double figures with 10. It's a 10-point lead once again.
Kelly Lewis must have Hall of Fame dimer, quarterback, throwing out dimes here.
Speaking
That's
of
his
dimes,
third.
Jacob Reed for 3. Back to 7. And a steal. Callagher got it. It's a 5-0 run.
Quick one at that, Travis. It makes it a 5-point game. Yet again, that's 8 points now for Callagher.
3 minutes left in the half. McFadden drives through. Euros kicks it left side. Bennett for 3. No. Kale with the rebound. No. Knocked out of bounds, and that's going to stay, to the dismay of the Heartland fans. They thought there was a little bumpage going on, but you and I talked about this on the car ride up. The referees are letting the teams play in this tournament, and I am fine with that.
Yes. Much rather have a game decided in this sort of manner than having a couple of whistles late in the stretch. But of course, if it's a foul, you got to call it. But I think where we're at right now with what the officials are calling and what they're not, throughout the board in all of the games we've covered so far in the last 2 weeks, has been really solid.
Reverse layup blocked out of bounds. Kale's thinking, why didn't I get fouled? But no, right there, it was on the ball. That is a good block by Jacob Reed, but it'll stay with Hillsdale. Lewis into Ferguson. Lowen into the lane. Extra pass. That's Lewis. Knox Lewis, I should say. Off to Bennett. Bennett, extra pass to Lewis, but gets it right back as it's deflected. Out to McFadden. Hayden, he'll drive into the block. He'll spin and get it back out to Bennett. Bennett will try a deep 3 off the back iron and taken out by Callagher.
That's what I'm talking about right there. When it comes to, they get inside and they just get a little bit too unselfish. They just pass it inside and hope that someone else has a better look underneath the basket, even though they probably themselves could rise up and fire.
Reverse layup, good.
That was a great bounce pass leading to that basket for Heartland Christian. We're back to a 3-point game.
Corbin once again over to McFadden now. McFadden driving, double team, spins out the Knox, or Kale, I should say. Kale drives baseline, floats, offensive foul. It's Kale's second.
I thought that was good physicality by Lewis, but it was the arm where he reached out and can't do that.
Anytime you see that extension.
Can't do that. This isn't the NBA. You're not going to get away with that, unfortunately.
So substitutions made, and we're back at it.
Since offensive fouls are turnovers, that is the 5th of the quarter, so that's 9 on the game for Hillsdale compared to the 10 from Heartland Christian.
Callagher, deep 3.
That's a tough shot.
Barely touches the rim, no good. Rebound is to Knox Lewis. Ahead to Bennett. Bennett in the Critchbaum. Critchbaum off the glass, got it.
Critchbaum is starting to have a solid game here for himself. He's up to 10.
Home run pass stolen away. What a dish to Bennett. Bennett gets his defender by him, and it's a 4-0 quick run for Hillsdale. 1 minute left in the half. Second time that Heartland Christian had it down to 3, and then Hillsdale went on a run to extend. Deep three, airballed. Saved into the hands of Critchbaum, then to Bennett with 48 seconds. Brady catches it across the timeline. Hands it to Bennett. Bennett all the way in, kicks it right to Kale, then out. Open three, Ferguson. Too strong, fought for, taken by Hillsdale and Lewis, but stripped away. Back comes Callagher. Euros, puts it up and in.
10 points now for Callagher.
Final 20 seconds of the half, a 5-point Hillsdale lead. Coach Ferguson wanted to charge, but it wasn't as much contact as on the other end.
Like we said, refs letting them play, and Hillsdale's going to have the last shot here most likely.
5 seconds, Kale on the baseline. Back out Ferguson, jump three, off the glass and in! Oh my! Lowen Ferguson, the freshman, says with a kiss! That is how the half will end.
That's his first 3 points of the game, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to make your introduction.
We are through one half of this Division 7 District Championship, and it has been an entertaining one. Hillsdale leads at 38-30. We'll take a break and be back with the halftime report after this, live and free on the OH Report.
Community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Buzzer beaters, underdogs, and upsets. We capture every unforgettable moment on the OH Report.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
You're watching high school tournament basketball 100% live and free thanks to all of our generous sponsors. Please support those who support your local athletes.
Joined by head coach Ben Ferguson just before tip-off here against Heartland Christian. So, Coach, it's good to be back here in this gym, of course, a place where you haven't won yet, but
right.
Of course, a chance to change that here today against a solid group and a district championship.
Hey, first off, we did win. We won last year here, so we do have a win here. But yeah, it's good to be somewhat close to home. We're familiar with the gym. It's the friendly confines of the Wayne County League, so yeah, we're happy to be here.
And this is the third of 3 games here today. Did you stick around and watch some of the other games?
No, we watched the first game, and then we all went back home, got a little rest, got ready, and wanted to keep our schedule the same as normal, so we didn't stay the whole time.
Gotcha. So now you're here, getting ready to go up against Heartland Christian. What have you seen in the last couple of days from them that you're going to want to be ready for?
Oh, they're a good team. A similar record. They're 18-5. We're 18-6. We watched a lot of tape on them. I think we watched 7 or 8 different games, and they play hard. That's the biggest thing. Is we have size on our side, but man, they play hard. Their guard number 3, he's only a sophomore, but man, he can really facilitate. He can shoot the ball. He's going to be hard to handle. Again, I got to give them a lot of respect. Every game I watched, whether they play zone or they play man, they played very hard. I suspect that they'll give us some pressure. I suspect that they'll press pretty much the whole game, miss or make. They seem to press, so I think it's going to be a tough game. I think this is one of those games that come down to making shots or not.
I'll tell you what, your boys play pretty hard too, and I saw that a couple of days ago when you guys were able to take down St. John. So what are some things that you were able to execute there that you think you have a good chance of doing so here today as well?
Yeah, it really comes down to, do we have that intensity on defense? Everything with our team starts on defense. We have a lot of great athletes. The cool thing about our team this year, as opposed to last year, is I don't know who's going to score. Last year we were very heavily reliant on Braylon Jarvis, heck of a player. And this year it could be, we've had 6 leading scorers in different games, and it could really be one of any of the top 8 guys that could come in and lead the way for us. So it's really who's hot, but it all starts on the defensive end. We share the ball pretty well, so that makes it nice as a coach.
Well, Coach, best of luck to you today. One final thing, we usually do our post-game shout-outs, but how about some pre-game shout-outs? Anybody that might be watching before we tip off?
Yeah, without a doubt. She's not watching, she's on her way over here, but without a doubt, my wife and my family.
All right.
Thank you.
For talking with us.
Thank you much.
We welcome you back inside the Bendon Publishing Halftime Report, where your score at the break 38-30 in favor of the Falcons of Hillsdale High School. Travis Berardi back here with Jonathan Langdon, and this has been an entertaining game, my man.
Yeah, it has. Both of these teams are really good offensive squads, and we saw why in that first half, especially from Hillsdale. They got off to a hot start. They led 10-3. They've gotten it out to 8, which is actually their biggest lead of the contest, and the only reason they were able to do that is because Lowen Ferguson decided to enter the scoring column with a big bank shot 3 pretty much from the corner to end that second quarter. But other than that, it's been within 3 a couple of times. It's been around 5 for the most part throughout this game. But Heartland Christian, just if it wasn't for that slow start, we'd see a much different ball game here.
Yeah, 10 twos, 14 twos for Hillsdale. That transition offense, very good for the Falcons. That's how they got most of their points there. 10 turnovers, 11. Most of those points are off of turnovers as well. Free throw shooting, not that much for either side as well. Fouls as well. Not too many, because this has been a very well-played game thus far. So I do have some numbers, some differences in numbers right now.
Yeah, that first half, the program we found out was completely wrong for Heartland Christian.
They changed jerseys as we are back to action for quarter 3. I'll help you guys out here as we move on, but the Falcons looking 16 minutes away from a district championship, but they got to hold off Heartland Christian. Critchbaum, that's going to be a jump ball. That's going to be a change of possession and a good start for Heartland.
Yeah, good job forcing the turnover, but that's an unforced error there on Critchbaum. Couldn't catch the pass from Ferguson, and then as he dropped it, it fell to the Rats, to the guards, reaching in.
So number 1 is actually Corbin Ciudia. He had those 6 points. Number 2 is actually Conaway. 0 is Matthews, who misses that shot, and Hillsdale comes back with it. Ferguson, right side, Cale Lewis all the way in, off the glass, but misses. And the rebound will come to Heartland. Had a good look, but just a bit off the mark. Heartland picking up the dribble, gets it over to Johnny Meyer. Meyer into the corner for 3. That one too strong. And Lewis gets the board. That was Isaiah Matthews with the attempt. Couldn't hit it. Extra pass right side. Hayden McFadden. Skip pass back out to Bennett. Minute gone by, second half, 8-point Hillsdale lead thanks to the Ferguson 3 at the buzzer off the glass.
Now, Hillsdale's had some solid offensive possessions, as you see one
like
there
that?
with Critchbaum. My one critique, I think, of them is some of their passes, especially when they go cross-court, get a little chaotic. They drive inside, they don't have a look, and they just kind of pass out of the shot.
Cale with the block.
Nearly forcing a couple turnovers.
Into the hands of Ferguson. Ferguson spins at the free throw line from the elbow. One hands it no, gets his own board, gets it to Critchbaum, lays it up and in.
We'll have to see that. Ferguson now up to 5 assists, mostly to the man in the middle, Critchbaum.
Largest lead of the night for the Falcons, 12 points, 42-30. Inside, extra pass, foul. We'll get free throws, but take a look at this effort on the other end, Jonathan.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That's your shortest player, the shortest player on the court, period. Going after a rebound. We've seen that so many times with him this season, and able to grab it, give it, and Critchbaum does the rest just like he's done all year.
Jack Morgan hits the first on the Fickes Furniture free throw zone. He is number 30, by the way.
I'm just crossing out all of the names that I had. I'm
Morgan's
just going
30,
by numbers.
Conaway's 2. Ciudia is number 1. Hillsdale almost turns it over, and a smart play there by Bennett. Tiptoeing the line, just bounces it off
I thought that went off of Bennett. You kind of see it there at the end.
Referees didn't have a good position, though, to take a look at that.
The ref that called it was pretty much behind Bennett, so no angle for him.
Into the corner, Bennett. Deflected. off the foot, out of bounds, and that's going to go to Heartland. It is a turnover.
Falcons already to 2 turnovers. They still have extended their lead nonetheless, but it's not taking care of the basketball like Heartland Christian is right now. Lions need to respond. Points off of turnovers, they have not had many. Most of the time when they force Hillsdale turnovers, they're turning it right back to them.
Along the baseline, Ciudian can't get that one as Critchbaum was in a good position that time, gets the board. 3 minutes gone by, third quarter, Hillsdale up by 10. Cale Lewis inside to Critchbaum, left hands it, no, offensive rebound, puts it back up and in. And we see that a lot. If you folks listened to the Joe show when we had Brady on, Joe said, you get a lot of offensive rebounds, and Brady even said to himself, yeah, they're mostly off of my own misses. But that's the presence of mind for him to stay composed and get it right back and then put it up and in.
Yeah, well, just for him on that possession, he missed that because he was 1 away from a double-double. So now he has that, and he's up to 14 points as well.
And Mr. Ferguson trying to get himself a triple-double. He's only got 3 points, though, about 5 assists and probably about 5 rebounds as that's stolen away. Matthews into the lane, scoops it up and in. Tough shot, makes it back a 10-point game, and Heartland's going to take a timeout.
That's Matthews' first point.
Yes. After scoring
contest.
A game high in the regional or in the district semifinal, it'll be an AMVETS post-1969 timeout.
So you briefly mentioned Ferguson's numbers. I was talking about potentially him being in a triple-double watch, but he's only got 3 rebounds.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Lewis is actually closer when you look at it.
Really?
He's got 6 points, 3 assists, and then also 4 rebounds. So both of them filling up the stat sheet so far today.
Want to say hello to everybody watching live and free. Got 81 on you on Facebook, 185 on the YouTubes. Jennifer Wolfgang, let's go Falcons. Margie Yeater, let's go Falcons. Tanner Slusher, the pirate ship. Still reeling over that Northmore loss, but congratulations to the Cardington Pirates. Represent the KMAC well. Make your way through. Highland got upset by Monroe Central last night, so that region is now wide open. So good luck to Cardington.
I believe it would take a state championship, but we could see a Cardington Crawford.
Ooh.
That would be
because
end.
The semifinal now goes by geographics.
Oh, yes.
So it might be a semifinal.
That's right.
Also, happy birthday, Kathy Robison.
Got a foul here on the ball.
Yep, take a look at the replay right there. And
it's a tough one because that's going to be the 3rd foul there on
it's a 2nd on Morgan.
Oh, they put it on Morgan.
Yes.
Wow.
44-34 Hillsdale. McFadden tries to pass inside. Critchbaum's there to save it, kicks it back out. 3 for Bennett. Short. Critchbaum with it. Up, in, and 1.
There's just no answer for him right now on Heartland Christian's side. He's doing whatever he wants inside. He's able to finagle his way into an offensive rebound, and his touch is what's improved year after year. And now in his senior form, not many people are stopping him in Division 7.
Conaway called for his first. And inside the Fickes free throw zone, it's short, but an offensive rebound. 3 in the air. No. That hit, I think it hit the wire above, but the referees didn't see it.
Well, give Critchbaum the rebound.
Right side, McFadden open for 3. No, but another offensive board. That time knocks Lewis. Into Bennett. No, short. Another offensive rebound. Floater doesn't fall. And another offensive rebound. Troy Bennett. Everybody. I think all 5 starters, all 5 players in there might have gotten offensive boards on that possession. It was just playing volleyball. And Bennett wants to get on the sidelines just to flex it out, and Hillsdale will get possession.
Well, Hillsdale won the rebound battle in the first half, 19-9. That number's probably even worse right now for the Lions after that possession alone.
Ferguson gets it over to Bennett.
I love the patience here. Bennett could have taken that shot, but he's going to keep it moving.
Into Knox. Knox tries threading the needle, but there's 3 players there, and a frustration foul on Critchbaum. That'll be his 2nd, and Heartland Christian will get it back after the turnover.
Yeah, that was just a bit too late. Critchbaum was open, but it was way before Lewis was ready to pass the ball.
3:24 left here in the third. Hillsdale, its largest lead of the night, 12 points. Matthews in the Conaway, back out to him. Does he have a three? He had 6 in the semi, but can't get that one to fall. Critchbaum with another board. Out to Ferguson, ahead to McFadden. Strong with it.
Travel.
And
oh no, it's timeout. Lowen called
the timeout for Hillsdale. You'll see him run in here right there with the timeout right in front of the. That is a smart play by the freshman.
Coach's son's allowed to call timeouts. That's the rule that's been established for the Falcons. I assure you.
But that's a heads-up play because that could have been a walk right there and a turnover. But instead, only the second taken timeout by Hillsdale, and they keep possession.
And I thought it was going to be a travel because when the official makes a call, it's confusing sometimes because they make the same motion. Mm-hmm. They put their arm up, keep it out, kind of like they're pointing out the number 5, and it's either it's going to be a timeout or a timeout that they grant or a travel or maybe even a double dribble. So that can get confusing at times, but good job there by Lowen. And we're going to see a box set here in this inbound. Look for potentially McFadden to get open on maybe a curler and maybe a mid-range jumper. Now they'll go to Bennett.
In the corner. Will drive it in. Looked for that floater, but closely guarded. Gets it to McFadden. He goes up and under, and then I don't know what that was, but he got it to work.
That's called I can jump as far as I want, so let's just get as close to the basket as we can and lay it up and in.
12 for him. It's a 14-point lead. Reed along the baseline. Extra pass. Spins, right hand, too strong. Rebound to Knox Lewis.
Tell you what, Knox Lewis has really stepped up.
Oh, a turnover and a foul.
Heartland Christian's going to want that bucket, but
yes,
it's going to go on Ferguson before
he got tangled
that
up. You'll see it right here where he just wasn't anything intentional, but.
Yeah, and it wasn't intentional on Lowen, but that's a good foul on his part.
That is absolutely a good foul, and he didn't even intend for it to happen. And you saw a frustrated Reed. Like, don't call that. We had the open layup.
We've got a 10-4 third quarter so far. Hillsdale Falcons heavily in the lead here in this frame.
Reed will take the three. Too strong, and there's Ferguson once again.
I want to see Ferguson take a couple more shots.
Like that? Oh, in and out. Long rebound out to Heartland. They got 3-on-2. Into the lane. Matthews, extra pass, just like the first half, but that time it won't fall. And a long rebound out to Bennett. Bennett on the run. All the way into the lane. Puts it up, blocked, but gets it back. Now to Critchbaum. Critchbaum gets it stripped out and off of him, out of bounds. Might have lost the handle, actually, and taken it out.
Well, it's tough right now for Heartland Christian because you don't have any turnovers here in this third quarter. You're doing a good job taking care of the basketball. It's just nothing's falling at this point of the game.
Matthews in the lane. Spins. Get that out, says Brady Critchbaum. Here's the replay. You thought it was that? Yeah.
I thought he got blocked, and then it went right off of his arm out of bounds. But good break there for the Lions. They'll have a chance out of baseline inbound here. 2-3 is not going to give them anything inside.
3 in the air. That was tipped by McFadden, but right into the hands of Callagher. Reed. Back to Callagher. Crosses. Tries the spin. Fades away. Just off the mark. McFadden with the board. Gets stripped, but right in the hands of Ferguson. Back to McFadden. 1:15 left third quarter. On the run. Extra pass left side to Bennett. Bennett into the lane. Off the glass. Too much. Offensive board put back. Got it. Knox Lewis on the board with his 4th point.
He's got 4 rebounds here in this third quarter. 6 on the game.
Ooh.
I like that call.
Yeah. We'll take a look and explain your reasoning right here, sir.
He kind of lunges himself at him.
Yeah. And again, really haven't had much problems with the officiating in the tournament so far. It's been even, although I have made a mark of one district game back a couple weeks ago that the fouls were a little lopsided after the first half. I'm not going to mention the game, though.
Yeah,
Other than that, though, everything's been very even and well refereed.
This has been a rough quarter here for Callagher. They've needed him to step up, and he's missed every single shot.
Under a minute in the third. 16-point lead for the Falcons. Ferguson in the Critchbaum, extra pass, layup, beautiful passing once again as Knox Lewis gets his 6th. Quickly back at you come Heartland Christian. 3 in the air, no, again, there's Critchbaum on double-double watch at least. But turned right back over as Knox got a little excited there with 29.9 left.
It's unfortunate for the Falcons. If you would have looked down the floor, I think you could have had an open look underneath the basket, because after Callahan missed that 3, he was frustrated and didn't really get back on defense. There was a chance there in transition.
In the lane, foul, no bucket, but free throws will be upcoming.
It's on Holland Young. It's his first.
Corbin will go to the line for some Fickes Furniture free throws. Mark Fickes, shout out. His son Jack was the point guard last year. Single season assist mark, I believe he had as well. As the first goes down for Corbin, he's got 7.
3 of the 5 points here in this third have come from the free throw line. That kind of tells you how cold Heartland Christian has gone from the field in this frame.
He makes both. And if Hillsdale were to hold on to this, we will talk to Coach, and you got to think Coach will shout out all those seniors that played last year that got the turnaround first. They won 18 games last year. There's a steal, though. Off the rim, no. And Critchbaum gets himself another rebound. McFadden, extra pass. Lewis lays it up too strong, and it's down to Morgan. Morgan, left side the Reed, 3 off the back iron again. Rebound, and that'll do it for the third, as the Falcons have extended their lead to 52-36. They're 8 minutes away from their first district championship since 2001. We'll be back for Money Time after this.
AMVETS Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
You know what time it is, Mr. Langdon?
It's money time.
It is money time. We are 8 minutes away, maybe more, from determining a district champ here.
Now, desperation mode, Heartland Christian is going to be the best Heartland Christian you see tonight. They came back from 9 points down to beat Fairport Harding in the district semifinal.
But Brady Critchbaum might have something to say about that.
20 points, 15 rebounds on the dot as McFadden blocks another 3. And another steal.
And a foul.
Turnover city right now for both of these teams. That's turnover number 12 for Heartland Christian. Interestingly enough, Hillsdale, they've got plenty more than them. They've got 16 of their own. Nearly turned it over there again, and they do.
Inside, open layup, good. They needed that. Matthews with his 4th.
All in the second half here. He was scoreless in that first half.
Jump stop, kicks back out. Oh, look for a wide open McFadden, but it's turned over again.
Yeah, Lewis hesitated top of the key. I thought he could have taken that shot, but I think he wanted to take a little bit more time off, but that's a moment where you want to keep extending your lead.
Conaway a bit short, And on the rebound, we're going to get a foul against Matthews. That'll be his first.
Across the way from where we're sitting right now, Cornerstone Christian, they're awaiting the winner of this one. They just left the building. So they watched the first 3 quarters. Now they're heading home.
Home run ball. McFadden. Give it to him. He caught himself a couple Hail Marys during the football season. Why not during basketball as well? It's an 18-point Hillsdale lead.
Can't forget about the Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. That was one of the greatest games in the history of Ohio high school football.
That is a wild statement, Travis.
A Hail Mary touchdown to end each half and to win the game after moments after the lead was changed. I mean, that was crazy.
Now we are broadcasting to a crowd that is going to agree with you there.
That's why I said it.
I know.
I was also calling the Northmore Golden Knights with their run to the Final Four, but Hillsdale, that's a tough luck backcourt violation, but it's the rules. Caught it 2 feet down, and then,
Looks like we got oh, they're taking it to the other side. Okay.
I'm going to stay quiet on that call. Ferguson bumped. Conaway with the second.
Yeah, Heartland Christian and their fans starting to get a little bit restless here on our near side. I think it's interesting that Heartland Christian's fans are right here in front of us.
Yep.
Hillsdale student section to their right. So, interesting dynamic here.
Pass intercepted. Reed gets it to Corbin. Corbin into the lane against Critchbaum. Rejected out of bounds. Off of him and out. Brady Critchbaum fired up. Take a look at the replay.
Thought there was a similar play that happened in the third quarter. This time the official sees it and can't do anything but give Hillsdale the basketball yet again. They thought about another Hail Mary there.
Another Hail Mary. Kale with it. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson across the timeline. 5:50 left in regulation.
No look pass, but it's taken away.
Almost a walk, but a nice job there by Matthews to maintain possession. Right side, 3. Swish, they finally get one to fall.
That's a dangerous one, too. That's your best shooter right now, Callagher.
He's got 13. 56-41. Bounce pass over the Kale inside the Bennett. Ball fake off the glass. No. Critchbaum puts it back in. On the other end, no. They had an open look, but Conaway couldn't finish.
Full court pressure picking up here from Heartland Christian, but a good job by Hillsdale to break it.
Right side, and a walk against Lewis.
Gotta be careful, Hillsdale. There's already 5 turnovers here in this fourth quarter. They've done a really good job, I think, everywhere else, but the turnover category, it's really added up here.
Coming up on the midway point of this one. That's going to go backside. Slam it down, Hayden McFadden. Timeout.
Got an angle at that again. It was right before we weren't able to get it, but I thought there may have been a kick.
We can look back. Let me get this set up.
Yeah, coach called that timeout, immediately went over to the official. He did not like that call for coach for Heartland Christian. But look at McFadden here as he gets to this basketball.
Oh, yeah.
And McFadden, this time, able to clean up the feet and gets a nice little energy play for the crowd here at Hillsdale.
So could that be a game-changing play, Mr. Langdon?
Definitely. I think we've started to see that, unfortunately for Heartland Christian, a couple of calls have not gone their way here in the last couple of minutes. That one obviously the biggest, and that makes it the biggest lead for the Falcons here in this game at 60-41. But Hillsdale, they're going to keep putting the foot on the pedal. Want to make sure this one, there's no doubts in this one. By the time we potentially, I'd say a minute and a half here, you can really put your stamp in this game and finish it out for the Falcons.
Right side, another three for Callagher, just off the mark, rebound Kale. And out ahead to Bennett. Bennett around the defender, into the lane, right pass. Got it. 21-point lead.
First points for Kale since the first quarter. He's got 8.
Double team, and Ferguson just jumps on it, and it's a steal. Back comes Bennett. 4-on-2, Euros gets the English to fall.
Hillsdale's turned this game into chaos, and it's working out on their side.
Critchbaum with the rebound. Gets it to Kale. Kale ahead to McFadden. It's a 2-on-2. McFadden Euros. Kicks it back out to Ferguson. He spins. Out to Kale. And they will reset with 3:40 left. Nope, they're going to give it to an open Critchbaum who gets it to go.
See what I mean, though, Travis? There's so much going on here in this last minute or so. But Hillsdale right now, compared to Heartland Christian, they are thriving in this chaos.
Callagher makes the answer. He's got 16. 66-44, 3:15 left, and an interception. If you're Hillsdale with this pressure, it's not right in your face pressure. You don't need to force these right now. Run clock.
Another steal.
McFadden, do we see another one? Showtime!
6 points in the quarter for McFadden.
Callagher, no. Rebound, Ferguson. Ahead to Bennett. Bennett all the way in. He gets it to go. It's a 70-piece for Hillsdale in the district championship game. Callagher on the answer gets it.
McFadden just high-fived Coach Ferguson mid-play, and that just left Callagher wide open again for 3. So he's hit 2 in a row now, but still 70-47, 2.5 to go. This one's over, folks.
Hillsdale is on its way to its first district championship since 2001. And guess what, folks? You don't have to face LeBron James, but you will have to face the state's all-time leading scorer in a regional. But we've been talking about this. Cornerstone Christian, we know those Cornerstone teams of the past that dominated Division IV throughout the 2000s. Not quite to the limit of that team.
Well, here's the thing.
You'll say Hillsdale, they will have a chance, but it's going to be a tough one, like all regionals are.
The only name you need to know for Cornerstone Christian is Quinn Kwasniak. That is who just passed Diebler's record.
Yes.
That everyone thought was unbreakable, but here it is broken. But everybody else on that team, while they're not scorers, they are on that team to fuel Kwasniak.
Yes.
You got playmakers, you've got rebounders. Some of the biggest guys that Hillsdale's going to see on this tournament run, if they can go further, are going to be from Cornerstone Christian. It's going to be really hard for Critchbaum compared to some of the other games that they've had in this playoff. That's going to be the big test when they take on Cornerstone Christian next week.
But you see the balance from Hillsdale is that's going to be intercepted. Skip pass out front. Right side 3, in and out, and the rebound goes to Knox Lewis. I mean, Lewis has 6, Critchbaum 24, Kale has 8, Hayden McFadden has 18, Bennett has 11. You need that balance if you want to win a regional. That's stolen. Layup up and in and out. Put back will go, though. Conway with his 9th. 70-49. 2 minutes remaining. Kale works it around. Holland Young into the lane. Block. Critchbaum puts it back up and in. 26 for Brady.
And that's a 20-20 game for Critchbaum. 26 points, 20 boards.
Say that again for the folks, Jonathan.
26 points, 20 boards.
A double-double-double. Double, double, double.
Yeah.
A double, double, double.
It depends on the enunciation.
Double, double, double. I have a feeling I know who our MVP is. We'll try and talk to everybody, but our MVP in a district championship game.
We try to talk to everybody for Hillsdale, but it feels like we talk to Critchbaum more than anybody else. He's just been that sort of player this year.
That'll be a travel. Take a look at Mr. Critchbaum. Cleaning things up.
It's definitely been a frustrating night if you're Heartland Christian. So many shots going in, and even with forcing all these turnovers on Hillsdale, just not able to make a shot right now. There's
one. Gets it back down to 20.
That third quarter is going to haunt them.
Corbin with 11. Another steal. Corbin with it. Nice pass. Right side. Layup good. Callagher with 21.
Just got real silent after that PA announcement.
I don't even know what he's saying. So I'll probably stay off the floor until
about
after.
Ceremonies.
Yeah. We will show you the cutting of the nets, the trophies, and then the medals in the last 1 minute here.
Plenty of the good stuff.
And then we'll celebrate with you Falcons fans. We'll get some chatting going on. I'm going to try and get my wireless microphone charged up and then head down there and just chat.
Party's just starting.
Skip pass back out to Lewis. Now to Ferguson. Sitting at the scores table for Hillsdale is Dylan Fickes, the senior. Surprise, coach. And there's a little bump foul, so Mr. Fickes will get in.
Good to get him into the ball game here towards the later stretch. And Heartland Christian also going to send off some of their starters. Standing ovations on both sides. This is always my favorite part of the playoffs. You see some guys sign off for the last time.
And then on the Hillsdale side, hugs all around.
Yep, job well done. That's what this is for the Hillsdale Falcons. And we'll see you next week.
Shout out Heartland Christian, though. Like I said, the OVAC Single A champions. 18-5 on the year. We'll be 18-6 after this. And they do also get to bring home hardware. District runners-up. Warren JFK, Cornerstone Christian out of the Northeast District have already won.
And Norwalk St.
Paul has won. It'll be JFK St. Paul in the second semifinal. Our first one, Hillsdale, Cornerstone Christian, and Jonathan. I'm jealous. I'm going to be up at the Crawford Regional, but you get to call the first regional in a long time.
What a day it's going to be over there in Barberton, not just for Hillsdale, but we are also big fans of Norwalk St. Paul and what they've done this year.
We may get a St. Paul Hillsdale Regional Championship. What would that be like?
That would be glorious, especially in our area.
Holland Young with a chance for free throws to get on the board. He does. His first point.
And there's no denying that last night, with area teams for us, it was a little bit disappointing, a couple of the results that we saw. But Hillsdale and St. Paul really carrying through here on this championship Saturday.
"16 seconds left. Get on your feet wherever you are, Hillsdale fans. You're 10 seconds away. For the first time since 2001, Hillsdale can call themselves district champions. They've done it. They score 70-plus once again, and they knock off Heartland Christian 73-54. We will take a quick timeout and be back with the most wonderful thing to happen for Hillsdale in quite some time on the basketball side. A district championship medal and trophy given out. We'll be right back.
Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
So the microphone not that loud here in the system, so we're just going to keep the music up, but the Heartland Christian Lions getting their medals, the seniors being rewarded with the district runner-up trophy right here. Congratulations to Heartland Christian. But now, let's head over to the other side of the court and take a look at the athletic director, Jody Long, ready to present the district championship medals to the Hillsdale Falcons. We'll let you listen, well, watch and enjoy. There are your district champions, the Hillsdale Falcons. They move on next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday, I should say, 6 o'clock against Cornerstone Christian. As they get ready to take their picture, I don't see any ladders yet, so we are going to take a break and be back as the Bendon post-game show rolls on. The celebration just beginning. Buzzer beaters, underdogs, and upsets. We capture every unforgettable moment on the OH Report.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
You're watching high school tournament basketball 100% live and free thanks to all of our generous sponsors. Please support those who support your local athletes.
Back here is the celebration beginning for the Hillsdale Falcons. 73-54 over fourth seeded Heartland Christian. Is photos for everybody. Student section, team, cheerleaders getting their pictures before we head down to the other side of the court to cut down some nets. But before they do that, let's take a look at the final statistics. Rebounding, just a little bit of a number.
I did not expect that number when just going throughout this game, but that is accurate. Only 19 rebounds for the Lions and 47, 20 of them coming from the one and only Brittany Critchbaum. It was just a fantastic effort, and I think in that third quarter that's where things really got out of hand because it was 19-9 rebounding at the half.
Yeah,
and then at that point, it's just started missing shots. Heartland Christian. Nothing was falling for them, and that was just giving open opportunities for Hillsdale, and then they were scoring on the other end. If you have the quarter-by-quarter scoring, that one was definitely jarring.
Yeah, we'll show that to you here in a second.
Yeah, 14-4 there in that third quarter. It was actually the worst quarter offensively for Hillsdale, but still, Heartland Christian, only one field goal. 4 of those 6 points came from the free throw line, and the Falcons in those other 3 quarters were consistent enough to run away with this one.
Absolutely. 20-15 in the first, 18-15 in the second. It was 15-15 until a Lowen Ferguson 3 at the buzzer with the kiss off the side of the glass. and then they just ran away with it.
I think
the third and fourth.
I think where the game ended though was when McFadden was able to get that dunk in the fast break when it could have been called a kickball.
Yes.
But that was where the pendulum fully swung on Hillsdale's side, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been hard for Heartland to come back the way they're shooting, but that kind of the backbreaker for the Falcons. So you take a look at all the statistics right there, brought to you by Bendon. I'll go over some individual scoring real quick before we switch sides on the court for the cutting of the nets. Brady Critchbaum. I'm only going to tell you his scoring stats. Well, we already did. Yeah, we did this on the air. 26 points, 20 rebounds. Goodness, and 4 blocks. Don't forget the blocks as well.
Talk about stepping up when they need you most. If you're counting blocks, I didn't keep track of that, but I'd say at least 4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 4. But the balance of the team, 18 points from Hayden McFadden, 11 points from Troy Bennett, 8 from Cale Lewis, 6 from Knox Lewis, 3 from Lowen Ferguson, 1 from Holland Young, and Dylan Fickes did get into the game. On the other side of things, Colin Callagher, what an effort tonight. 21 points for him, just not enough. Corbin Ciutia, 11 points for him, 9 points for Conaway, 4 for Matthews, 3 for Morgan, and 3 for Reed, I should say.
And the good news for them is that a lot of these names we're listing off, these are sophomores, Travis.
Yeah.
Some juniors, a couple of seniors that they lose, Johnny Meyer being one of them, and then also Brody Hoffman and Spencer Pruitt. Those are the 3 seniors. Actually, there's a 4th one here. There he is. Connor Norbo also. So congratulations to all 4 of them from Heartland Christian ending their careers here today. Rough way to go out, but this is how it is in tournament play. Somebody's got to lose, and sometimes it gets a little rough towards the end. But still, successful careers for all of them as they were able to stick it through all throughout high school with their program.
We're going to step aside ourselves, but we will let you guys enjoy the music and enjoy the cutting of the nets for the Hillsdale Falcons.
community. Whether it's supporting our local teams or cheering you on in life, we're here for you in every victory, big or small. Mechanics Bank! That's better.
Back here with our Village Point MVP. How's this stat line for you folks? We got it wrong a little bit. We got the official numbers. 26 points, 26 rebounds, 4 blocks, and the first district championship since 2001. I'm here with Brady Critchbaum. Brady, what was the emotions going into this game, and how were you guys able to dominate tonight?
I mean, obviously, going in, we were hungry. We haven't been here as a basketball program, and carrying over from football, obviously, we have a lot of competitive spirit. We want to win, and I mean, that just fueled us the whole time.
Now, I know talking on the Joe Show around the arena, you like to talk about, we said about your rebounding. You said, well, sometimes these are just putbacks from my misses, but those are big nonetheless. The ability to maintain composed even though you miss shots. How were you able to be so good inside the paint?
So last year I kind of started off like my hands were down. I would get a lot of fouls called on me. But then coaches got on me, my hands are up now. I keep my hands up, the ball stays high, and then it just allows me to put the ball back in.
You guys, back to the regional. So the last time you guys played in a regional, they played St. Vincent St. Mary's and a guy named LeBron James and lost. You're now going to take on Cornerstone Christian and a player that just broke the all-time state scoring record. Thoughts on taking a perennial power on and hopefully pulling off another upset and getting to a regional final?
I mean, obviously it's great just to hear that, just to know that we're playing against such a good player. I mean, we're hungry. We're still hungry, so, I mean, we're not backing down. And just because he's a good scorer, I mean, I'm confident in our defense. I'm confident in our guys to buckle them up, and we're going to win.
Let's talk about, the football run you guys had. You guys, like I said, 2001 was the closest you've been to winning a district championship. You made it to the district semis last year, but how important was that state championship game run in football to get you guys ready for moments like this, big games like this?
It's really special because obviously most of our basketball players are football players too, so just that kind of carried over obviously, and then from there, I mean, our competitive spirit once again, and we're prepared for these kind of games because we've been here before. So,
lastly, as always, you want to look up into the camera, give as many people you want to shout out. Go for it, my friend.
Shout out both my grandmas, both my grandpas, my girlfriend, my family, everyone in my family. They're all here. My girlfriend's family's all here. Shout out to everyone. I'm very blessed for this opportunity.
There you have it. 26 points, 26 rebounds, 4 blocks. Brady Critchbaum, district champion. Congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Here in the Bendon post-game show. You might know a little bit about that.
I do.
With the district champion head coach, Coach Ferguson. Just how does this feel? I mean, the turnaround that you've had from just last year to now, district semifinal last year, district champions this year. Just what are all the emotions coming from a former player that was on the court for Hillsdale before?
Yeah, I've been around Hillsdale for a long time, and I want to say, it really did start with that group last year, and it's the very first thing I thought about as we were, putting this game in the final seconds, putting it to bed, is I really wish those guys could have been with me. The Braylon Jarvises and Gabe Stack and Jack Fickes and Byron Bickle. They really helped start the tradition here at Hillsdale, and we weren't able to advance quite as far, but I miss those guys. They were a big start of what we're doing here as a program, and these guys really have continued and obviously raised the bar.
I mean, this game from the start, back and forth, that was a phenomenal first half. I mean, Lowen with a big 3 off the glass that kind of stopped the run. But then in the second half, you guys just took over. What were some of these adjustments that you guys made at the half that just allowed you to open things up and cruise?
Yeah, it really shocked us. Number one, they came out in the man defense. We really thought they would go zone. Also shocked us is how much pressure. I mean, they wouldn't let Lowen, get open. It really disrupts us a little bit when you take our point guard and put so much pressure on them. But at the end of the day, we have a team. We have a great balanced team. We were able to get the ball into BK. I think he went for 26 and 26 tonight.
26 and 4.
26 and 4. And really had the other guys step up. Cale Lewis, Troy Bennett, Hayden McFadden. These guys really came to play. We had some great help off the bench. So it's really a team effort. So somebody takes one of our weapons away, we have more.
We talked, in the pregame. We showed it at halftime. Your discussion with Jonathan about, you came and saw Cornerstone Christian play in the first game. Now the state's all-time leading scorer you will be facing next week. But you guys have a very balanced offense as well to try and cancel that out. Just from the first looks of Cornerstone Christian, your thoughts on them as you get into the regional semis on Tuesday?
Well, number one, Quinn is a heck of a player. There's no doubt about that. I think they're well coached. But I think what some people miss, because Quinn is such a great player, is they have a good supporting cast. I mean, they have a really nice team over there. It's going to be a heck of a challenge on us, but how we go into every game is we have to start with our defense first, and if we can get our defense rolling and create some fast breaks and things like that, I think we'll be okay. We have a lot of different scorers. You never know which one's going to have a big night for us, so it's really going to start for us on the defensive side of the ball.
As always, Coach, before I let you all do shouts, but enjoy it tonight, but you still have work to do because you're still playing into the regionals.
Yeah, on top of that, I have a 6 a.m. flight to New York for my other job, so it's going to be a quick turnaround, but I'm ecstatic. I'm really happy for the community and for the boys, and very, very happy.
Just make sure to take the medal off before going through security, but you could probably keep the net around your neck. People will why are you wearing that? Yeah. Well, we just won our first district championship since 01. Lastly, we do it in the MVP interviews. We do it all the time, but I would like for you to look into that camera, give as many thank yous as shout outs to the community, anybody you would like right now. The floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, number one, to the community in general. This is an awesome community, has been for as long as I remember, and I played back here in the mid-90s, so that's very important. Number two is, of course, the boys. The boys have really bought into what we're trying to do, so that's incredibly important to me. And, my assistant coaches, I have really good assistant coaches. They challenge me when they think I'm wrong, and it really makes for a better product that we put out there on the floor. And then finally, my family, and specifically my wife. I mean, it is tough to be a basketball coach's wife, and she's done a phenomenal job with that and really helped and been supportive. We're watching game film every single night in our house, and she's right there with it, helping me make some scouting reports and things like that. So my wife's a big part of what we're doing here, so I want to shout her out as well.
Well, we want to shout you guys out. We will see you on Tuesday at Barberton. Best of luck. Safe flight to and from New York, and we will see you next week.
All right, thank you much. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take a quick break, and Jonathan and I will wrap things up after this, live and free. Buzzer beaters, underdogs, and upsets. We capture every unforgettable moment on the OH Report.
At AMVETS Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at AMVETS Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At AMVETS Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if AMVETS can help administer your plan of custom care.
Back here to wrap things up today in this Division 7 District Championship from Smithville High School. Travis Berardi alongside Jonathan Langdon to wrap things up. 73-54, the Falcons, that's what they've been doing all tournament long. 3 straight games, they have put up big numbers.
Yeah, this offense has been flying here in these last couple of games. Flying like some Eagles, flying like some Falcons, I should say, next week. It's going to be a huge test for them against Cornerstone Christian, but for now, it's all celebrations as you see Kale and all of them looking like they're going to take a picture there at center court. But every single player here for this Hillsdale team had their role today, and they executed it to perfection. Of course, there are going to be some things that get picked by Coach Ferguson in the film room.
I mean, a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yes, but there's going to be some things to take away and some things that they're going to know that they cannot do against Cornerstone Christian. But right now, not the time to think about that. Just got to celebrate because you just made history. 24-year drought in a district championship. It's over.
And they'll have a little bit more time since Coach has to catch a flight in the morning to New York.
Yeah, no film session on Sunday. It's going to be Monday.
He'll be watching film on the way, but the assistant coaches will let them know what is up. But hey, they're playing on. They're in the Sweet 16, and we'll continue on live and free as well. We will have that game for you. Tuesday at 6 o'clock against Cornerstone Christian. Jonathan Langdon will be on the call of that one. I'm kind of jealous. I will be up with the Crawford game. Hopefully they pull off the win too, but this Falcons team's a special one, man.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to go there next week. Barberton in general, I think that site's going to be really special. Really nice gym, really nice facility, really good teams as well. You've got Hillsdale, who's just about set to take on Cornerstone Christian, and then it'll be Warren JFK against Norwalk St. Paul. We'll have both of those games for you live and free. Going to be a fun week of regionals and then also state Final Four coming up for the girls.
Big Walnut got them going to the Final Four. Congratulations. And then we may, just not for sure, but we may have Big Walnut boys in the regionals as well. But we'll let you know that tomorrow or on Monday. But any final words, sir, before we get out of here? You've seen this Hillsdale squad throughout the tournament. You and I had their big win over Fredericktown to end the season, but they're playing good basketball at the right time.
I had some fun conversations with a couple Hillsdale fans after their game against St. John, talking about how I've never seen this team lose. Every time I come and watch this team, they usually win big. But it's the same thing for Andy Jardy. So I'm going to see if he can join us on Tuesday and add a little bit of extra luck for the Hillsdale Falcons as they take on a really good team in Cornerstone Christian.
We want to thank everybody that watched tonight. And as we get out of here, I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible today. Jonathan Langdon, is always a pleasure working with you. Brandon Powell, amazing camera work as always as well. And our sponsors for today, Simonson Construction Services, our scoreboard sponsor. Village Point Market, our MVP sponsor. Pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor is Bendon. Fickes Furniture is our free throw sponsor. Brock Rader team, Howard Hanna, instant replay sponsor. Hayesville AMVETS Post 1969, our timeout sponsor, and our commercial sponsors, Fickes Furniture, Simonson Construction Services, as well as Mechanics Bank. I want to thank the Smithville Athletic Department. Amazing spot they have here. Loved our position. Maybe we'll get with you this next year for some games, or for at least the Battle of the Berkey, which is a big tournament they have right after the holidays. Also want to thank the OHSA for allowing us to stream games here live and free to you during tournament season. Party like it's 2001, Hillsdale fans. They knock off Heartland Christian, 73-54. Hillsdale, D7 District Champs. For Jonathan Langdon, Brandon Powell, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Smithville.